Are you considering a brand new boat and feel that your budget falls into the entry-level category? Are you considering looking at Lund boats? This is Dan's Midwest Angling, and within the last year I had the opportunity to purchase a brand new entry-level Lund boat. So today we're going to compare two different models that one might consider entry-level, go over their features and figure which boat might be right for you. Our first boat is the boat that I almost bought. That would be the 1650 Angler tiller model. The 1650 Angler comes in three different configurations: tiller, side console, and sport with a walk-through windshield. One important thing to note on the difference between these models is that on the sport model, the maximum horsepower rating of the outboard is 60 on the sport and 50 on the side console and tiller. The other model is the model that I did in fact purchase, and that would be the Ssv 18. The Ssv 18 has a max horsepower of 60. These are two very different boats that serve two very different purposes, and even different availability from the dealer. The 1650 Angler is a very popular model for Lund, so many dealers oftentimes carry them in their inventory. The Ssv, however, you're going to have to order that one. When you price out a 1650 Angler on the Lund website, the estimated price comes out to about $21,000. This does not include taxes, title, registration, and all that, so keep that in mind. The Ssv 18, when built on Lund's website, comes out to $14,500. Now the interesting thing there is that Lund won't actually put an outboard on that model. Your dealer has to order the outboard separately. The average price when I Googled the cost of a Mercury 60 horse was about $8,500. So that puts the total price of the Ssv 18 at $23,000 plus tax and title. The prices are very similar, and that's part of the reason why I chose to compare these two models of boats. The specs on these boats are as follows. The Ssv 18 features an overall length of 18 foot 4 inches, while the overall length on the Angler is 16 foot 5 inches. The maximum horsepower rating for the Ssv 18 is 60, while the Angler has a 50 horse. The beam on the Ssv is 76 inches, while the Angler sports a slightly wider 80.5 inches, which only equates out to about 2 1/4 inches on each side, so that's not really that big of a difference in beam. The max persons for the Ssv 18 is 7, and the 1650 Angler is 5. The bottom thickness on the Ssv comes in a little bit thicker at 0.1, while the bottom on the Angler 1650 is 0.08 inches. This is because the Lund Ssv 18 is designed to work on the Canadian Shield, where the bottoms of lakes and the shores can be pretty rocky. The gunnel thickness on both models is 0.063 inches. The towing weight on these boats is also fairly simple, with the Ssv officially on the site listed as 1,042 pounds, but this doesn't include an outboard. So you should figure about 400 pounds between outboard and extra gear that you're going to add on to it. The official towing weight for the Angler is 1,453 pounds. The main difference in these two boats is going to be the features that they come with. As you can see from this overhead shot, the Ssv is very simple. It's not really designed for creature comforts. It's designed to haul people and gear to remote outpost camps. The Angler 1650 features a lot of the creature comforts one would find on the higher end models in Lund's line. Features that the modern angler might come to expect from a boat. The Ssv has benches, and it's laid out more like your grandfather's old boat from the 70s. But the Lund Ssv can be ordered with a forward casting deck that does provide a single compartment for storage. The 1650 blows the Ssv out of the water when it comes to storage. It also has a live well. Both boats do use portable fuel tanks. Another big difference is that the Angler can be ordered with the factory with things like trolling motors, depth finders, all the add-ons that you like to get when you get a shiny new boat. The Ssv, you're gonna have to pick that up on your own. That was one of the reasons why I ended up going with the Ssv, because I'm kind of a do-it-yourself type of guy. So I like the idea of setting everything up the way I wanted to, which also helped me source all my accessories at a cheaper price. Another big drawback to the Ssv is it has no rod storage. The Angler does feature a Spacious Rod Locker. One must also consider that the 1650 Angler is only a 16-foot boat, while the Ssv 18 is an 18-foot boat. That might not seem like much, but that extra 2 feet actually translates to a lot of boat. That extra length will help you bridge the gap between waves better, at the cost of being slightly more narrow. Both of these boats are excellent choices for any fisherman. The real question is, what do you want in a boat? Are you a guy that's cool with simplicity, or do you like all the bells and whistles? That's going to be the major difference. If you'd like to learn more about the Ssv 18, here's a video where I did an in-depth walkthrough of my boat. And here's a video with an in-depth review of the Ssv 18 1 year after I purchased it. This has been Dan's Midwest Angling. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.